Xbox Phil Spencer wants to make Starfield the most played Bethesda game ever. Let's get into it. Tom Ivan writes from VGC that Phil Spencer wants to make Starfield the most played Bethesda game ever. Microsoft's gaming boss Phil Spencer has said he's aiming to make Starfield's Bethesda the most played game to date. Starfield is the next RPG from the studio behind Elder Scrolls Skyrim, a game that has sold north of 30 million copies since its release in 2011. Previously, Jeff Grubb made an appearance on XEP podcast with Luke Lore and mentioned how important Starfield was to Game Pass and to Xbox. However, unlike Bethesda's previous hits in Elder Scrolls and Fallout series, the upcoming sci-fi game won't be released on the PlayStation console, which has traditionally sold more than Microsoft competing Xbox systems and provided a large audience for the studio. When you look at the fact that they have 25 million subscribers, and probably by the time of this release, hopefully they're in the north of 30 million. This game will be extremely important to Game Pass. And when you look at what the sales they have, the 30 million copies on Skyrim, everything about this game screams Game Pass, especially with the Activision deal coming up. They need this game to be a huge success. Following Microsoft's $7.5 billion acquisition of Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax Media, Starfield will be in the Xbox XS console exclusive when it releases on November 11th, 2022. But the game will also be available for PC and, crucially, via Xbox Game Pass on day one. Microsoft recently announced that Xbox Game Pass has 25 million subscribers and is helping its first-party titles achieve record levels of engagement. According to the platform holder, Halo Infinite has enjoyed the best launch of its franchise history, attracting over 20 million players since the Xbox, PC, and Game Pass release in December. Would like to put a caveat on this. Just recently, it dropped out of the top 10, Halo Infinite did, and now it's the 6th most downloaded title on Game Pass, and it also has dropped on Steam as well. So it looks like people are leaving Halo Infinite, the multiplayer at least, but I think that the team at 343 does have stuff up their sleeve to bring the player base back. Forza Horizon 5 has also set Xbox records and registered 8 million players since its release for the same platform in November. Microsoft has also said it plans to put as many Activision Blizzard titles as possible on Game Pass once it's acquired the Call of Duty publisher in a $68.7 billion deal, which is expected to close in the summer of 2023. There has been even speculation just recently that this deal actually might not close because of all the investigations that are going in through it. People are giving it about an 80-20 split right now. 80% that it's going to close, 20% that it doesn't. Hopefully, if it's anything like the last acquisition, that we might actually see some of those Activision Blizzard games before even the close in the 2023. But we'll see what happens. Phil Spencer's even mentioned that he desires to have Call of Duty on all consoles. So hopefully that helps out in the whole investigation. But when you really look at the grand scheme of things, you have Tencent that owns way more than anybody else in this, and calling Microsoft a monopoly at this point is a little bit much. But hey, I don't make the decisions. We have to roll with the punches. We'll see how popular Starfield is. I think it all depends on the game itself. We don't know much about the game. We've seen a ton of screenshots of the game recently, but we still haven't seen any gameplay. Besides the trailer that we saw, there was no gameplay in it. So hopefully Xbox is going to be showing off this game real soon, because I'm extremely excited for it. Let us know in the comments. What do you think of Starfield? Are you excited about it? Do you think it is such a big deal to Game Pass as everybody else has seemed to think it is? Let us know.